They're not physical. Their schemes are not going to matter.
Ready for the tip of this Sonic blockbuster and underway with the Blue Devils getting the first possession of the night.
Duke was trying to post R.J. Davis with Sion James right away, and Davis just knocked the ball away, really fought James.
Knipple with 3 on the shot clock. Gets a tough shot off and hits. First and only year here at Carolina. His 4th school was with Georgia Tech last year. He'll get the start and be in there for a couple of minutes. What a block by Elliot Cadeau, denying Tyrese Proctor.
Trapped, gave the ball up, but Elliot Cadeau with a chase down. What a spectacular.
Cadeau all of 6'1" with an incredibly impressive defensive play, and Cooper Flagg. Cadeau with a Malawach on him, drives left hand up and good, and Carolina's on the board.
Carolina needs to get out in transition in this game. Duke wants to make them a half-court team. Another turnover, just trying to make the home run pass.
Duke in transition. James up and good with the left hand, and the lead is up to 5. Cadeau draws a crowd. The kick to Drake Powell, and the freshman knocks down a 3. Came off the bench the first month or so, has turned into a starter and a very important part of this team. And he drives and hits and has a chance for 3.
He was this good. He's just had an outstanding year taking over at the point, although Duke has a number of different players that initiate offense, starting with Cooper Flagg. But his strength, his athleticism, around a defensive savant, has great hands, leads this team in deflections, and that's with missing several games with that shoulder.
He's on Davis, who buries a 3. And the other 2 losses, neutral court losses, way back in the non-conference to Kentucky and Kansas. Knipple gets rid of it quickly and knocks down a 3. Knipple's had a great season.
He has had a great season, but just a defensive mistake on this cut. They called a switch. Seth Trim.
Knipple again. And gets the bounce.
Carolina running action in the middle of the floor to try to eliminate some of the weak side help.
Jackson on the drive, and the freshman lays it in.
And using the basket to shield the shot block.
And the way he's shooting it now, too. What a dangerous scorer he is in so many different ways, as Proctor quiets the crowd by knocking down a 3.
Just his 2nd game back from that injury. Rejects the ball screen, knocks it down.
Knipple just keeps going and lays it in, and he's got 10. Jackson will put it up and hits. It's a 3 for Jackson.
Carolina has not capitalized off of Duke's turnovers.
They've made 4 of their 5 3-pointers so far tonight. James, he is so strong. How are you going to keep him out of the lane?
His first game back against Wake Forest, he had 12 and looked pretty good. Just had to knock the rust off.
Pulls up for the jumper and hit. James using the screen, kicks it to Proctor.
Good recovery by Ian Jackson, but he can't give up middle.
And Proctor lays it in.
I mean, heck, they're 12 of 16, so it's tough to get shots.
And they've added 10, now make it 8 points to their lead.
And North Carolina's only got 2 rebounds in this game.
The Knipple no. Tipped into the hands of Davis. The pull-up 3 goes. Good ball pressure by Trimble. Knipple into traffic. The kick to Gillis. Got it.
That is a great pass, but they've just got an elevated awareness of how to play the game. Drawing 3 defenders, kicking it out to the opposite corner. Nice job by Drake Powell of switching out to challenge that shot.
Withers goes by. Malawach scoops it up and in, and it's down to single digit. Flagg trying to drive on Withers. The pull-up will go.
How much game does he have?
Going at Flagg. And the follow by Lubin.
Smart play by Trimble to go right at Flagg.
They appear to be squarely on the bubble, maybe on the wrong side of it, heading into this game tonight. Into Lubin. Got his man in the air. Hits and is fouled.
North Carolina going with that middle ball screen. And that, watch how he posts right here. That gave him a little extra room, and then Sion James couldn't get to him. If he went all the way to the rim, that would have been.
And a good decision to reset.
Carolina stopped turning the ball over.
Davis, another three for R.J. Davis. At one point, Duke led by 15. It's down to 3. And a steal by Withers. The Heels are running again. Davis again.
As you're going to get, and a terrific job by Ben Lubin of disrupting that lob with Kaman Malawach, and then R.J. Davis, a little hesitation, and that's
lots of time on the shot clock. Davis the drive, the pull-up, hits again.
Elliot Cadeau had a couple turnovers early. Carolina only had 3 turnovers in the first half, all of them in the first 3 minutes.
Davis, wow, again. What a night he is having. Years for R.J. Davis as a Tar Heel and looking to go out on top in this one, Jay.
And he is seeing a big back.
Withers wide open. And Carolina has its first lead of the night.
He's just a big-time player.
And as Duke fans well know, he's been an extraordinary second-half player in games this year. A tough turnaround.
Sion James in the corner, forcing him to the other side.
Tipped away by Cadeau. Davis. Another one.
11 Duke turnovers in this game, only 3 North Carolina turnovers.
And the Heels have not missed a shot in the second half. Flag going to work on Withers.
Excellent defense by Jalen Withers to stay in front, force the fadeaway.
Duke's won 7 in a row. Carolina 6 in a row.
Oh.
How about the English from Cadeau?
Been 3-point shooters, but turns down the ball screen. Malawach forces him to finish, and Elliot Cadeau accepts the challenge with the left, majoring in English. Last month out of that short roll, going right into the chest of Cooper Flagg on the vertical contest.
Proctor at the other end.
But that's the sort of defensive intensity that North Carolina has had and needs to maintain.
Knipple, nice look. James the finish.
Action on the left side of the floor. And R.J. Davis just gets knocked a little bit by Malik Brown. That allowed him to turn the corner, got the help up.
Trimble. Whoa, Flagg got all of that, and James runs it down for Duke. Powell guarding Flagg on this trip. Off to James, muscles it up and in.
Boy, terrific pass off that little screen roll with Sion James.
Knipple switches on to Cadeau. Behind the back, the force, and it's off the side of the backboard.
That is not what Carolina wants.
It gets Duke out in transition, and Flagg flushes it. And Duke now back looking for the lead, and Caleb Foster, Jay, into the game for the first time tonight for Duke.
Good back cut.
Brown, a beautiful feed to Knipple, and Duke leads. Davis has been scorching hot recently. And turns it over again, so back-to-back possessions where the Heels turn it over. Foster, got it. And it's Duke ball.
Now Duke with an advantage. Withers behind the play.
James, Brown the trailer, and it's a 12-0 run for Duke.
Inserted into the game, goes right at the basket. And then Malik Brown right down the lane after the Sion James pass. Duke.
Brown, a good passer. He's got 3 assists in this game. He's going to take a 3 and hit it. He's sending Withers to the corner. Kicks it to Cadeau. And Cadeau hits a 3. Stay within range, down by 7.
Duke really trying to spread out this Carolina defense and drive it.
What a drive. Cadeau, soft off the glass, but it won't go. James. What a finish.
The change of direction in the open court.
Cadeau blocked by Foster. And then Brown tried to save it, but threw it out of bounds. But a flag on Cadeau. Now Davis. The switch. The drive. The kick. And the 3 for Seth Trimble.
Carolina had to have that one. What a shot by Seth Trimble on the catch and shoot from the corner.
Now Foster with 7 to shoot. Brown will try another one and hit again. 2 threes here in the second half. Carolina would be the 5 seed.
R.J. Davis has not scored in this game since the first couple minutes of the second half. Duke's switching and their size have been really difficult.
And the size a factor there, and then a run out and a chance for three for Tyrese Proctor.
6 offensive rebounds, and 4 of them have been team rebounds, which meant the ball just went out of bounds and they kept it.
And Flagg just drove it about 40 feet and slammed it home with 2 hands.
Nobody with vision from the weak side. Ben Allen Lubin so concentrated on his man with the left-hand drive, and nobody had vision. Ben Allen Lubin was just so concentrated on Malik Brown that he wasn't able to get there. That's just too far to be able to go off the bounce without anybody coming over from the weak side.
And mom and dad, who have been at so many games, and with the rebound down to Trimble, just 10 seconds to go. Turned over to James, and that is going to do it. Duke took a punch late in the first and early in the second, but rallied to win by 13, and they are the outright ACC regular season champions.
This is a complete basketball team.